Yeah, it's kind of a trip to see the lyrics kind of pan out in real life. Like, now could be your time, now could be your time.
Yeah.
It's dope to catch that. But let's jump into this track. We have Rey Rez in the building right now. Get to pick his brain a little bit about this track. But without further ado, let's jump into this track titled Idle Time, featuring Equipto and Max King off of Rey Rez's album Artists in the Pandemic. Right outside.
You gotta put that motherfucker in line, dog.
Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. My name is Betsy Gephardt. I'm in the RTDF 121 class. And part of my job is to do some PR on the people that are doing their shows. Can I come in and get some shots of you guys?
Right in the middle.
I'll do it real quick. Are you gonna have music for about 3 minutes? Okay, great. I won't be long. Yeah.
Working wrong against you, don't believe those lies. Out of time when I'm in my loneliest.
I'm so sorry. If I could just, while I'm here, if I could just get a few more shots and I won't interrupt you guys anymore. Very, very sorry.
Simmer in the pot, let it bubble up. I swear this music kept me out of trouble, bruh.
Can I take a shot of you? That's
Yeah,
okay?
go for it. Yeah,
Okay,
go for it.
wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Strangers, but they knew the game.
And what do you guys, what is your program today on?
Tony tatted on their brain. Breaking
in my problems.
Yeah, what are you discussing? Is it a certain track or?
No, I came in town, I just performed at Music Park.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, yeah. I flew in from New York City, from San Jose. Like a return home to play. Just here with Barhemian, catching up.
Okay, this is wonderful. Can I get I'm just going to write down a few notes so I know you were at Music in the Park. And, sorry, I'm sure you have a big fan base, but what is your name? And what's your performing name?
Rey Resurreccion.
Rey Resurreccion? Okay, and you're located in New York?
Yeah, I live in
Brooklyn, New York? Okay, and what kind of music do you perform?
Hip-hop.
Okay, and are you from San Jose? Did you go here to San Jose State?
No.
Did you go to high school here?
I went to Elk Grove High School.
Oak Grove High.
I went to
Deanza and Foothill. Okay, fantastic.
Was this on the schedule? How come I
No,
wasn't?
no, it's not. I'm sorry,
How
no,
come I wasn't
It's just me popping in, and I'm sorry about that. And Barhemian?
Barhemian.
Barhemian, okay.
Barhemian.
Okay, and would you mind giving me your real name? Would you care to share it?
The song is about the man.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Can we
Okay,
make this quick?
okay.
We can probably do this. You can email someone later and get this, but we're like.
Of course. All right. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks so much.
We got that, right?
Yeah, we got
Okay.
that. Hey, man, just pull up clowning on my show, man. Go on.
That was wild, bro.
I actually thought it was somebody else.
I thought it was a student, bro. I was about to be like, yo.
I was tripping when I heard, like, I could hear the feedback outside. I'm like, thinking maybe it's your phone or something.
That was wild, bro. That threw me off. We should probably just mention it or something so people don't think we're just out here clowning, dog. We was like hella attentive and talking, and after that it was like...
Yeah, like, what's going on? Alright, hey, it's 90.5 FM KSJS. We got Rey Rez in the building, fresh off of his, fresh off of performing for the biggest concert series in town, Music in the Park. But also, we just had a little bit of an interesting, interesting Monday morning experience. I think the interesting experiences make for cool stories. But big shout out to everybody who's helping push the culture forward. We definitely had an unexpected surprise visitor in the middle of our last segment.
Yeah, some PR lady just knocked on the door in the middle of the interview and kept knocking, but that was crazy.
Yeah, a little bit of consideration goes a long way.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the enthusiasm and the spirit, but...
Yeah, it was kind of bad timing. And we have this sign outside the door when we're on air. It's bright red and white. It says, on air.
And she was starting to stream it on her phone, so there was like a few seconds feedback, so excuse us if we sound a little bit off track.
Yeah, a little bit unpolished. I'm telling you, it's we got one of the best in the game in the building right now, so my apologies.
No, that's good. Yeah, that was fun. We got it on film, so.
Yeah, it's all on camera. It's all on camera. Let's see, but before we jump into that last track, that kind of what's the word when you say something before it happens? It kind of
you manifest something.
Yeah, it was kind of a prelude. Like, all right, when I heard "Now Could Be Your Time," like that whole verse reminded me of like the time is now. What you gonna do? You might have to move outside of your comfort zone. You might have to do something with that idle time that you are not, that you might not think or know that you're ready for, but it's time for a change.
Yeah, man. Idle time is the devil's workshop. You know what I mean? So you gotta stay busy.
Phone dry.
Phone dry. Somehow the devil be my only friend. Yeah,
right there.
You know how I feel. You know. And I'm happy that we came out with that song. You know, a lot of people reached out saying, you know, that it hit them at the right time. You know, they heard it, and you know what I mean. It's what they needed. You know, for musical therapy to help them get by throughout their day, whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? I really just wrote it just to write it. You know, with a heavy heart, with things I was going through. Sometimes I wish I could write happier songs at certain times, but sometimes you can't. You know what I mean?
I personally think that hip hop wouldn't be hip hop without songs about the struggle and some of the pain, and kind of like so Bryson. I know you know Bryson.
Shout out Bryson Tinian.
Yeah. Whenever I would be recording with him, when I was recording with him, like I was trying to figure out how do I make the best music, and he was. One of the things that just stick in my head is like the soul-bearing tracks. Like when you bear part of your soul on the track, like you can, the people, it resonates with the people. It makes a bigger impact. We remember stuff. It makes us feel what folks feel. Yeah. And I also like this song you got called "On Chrome" featuring G. Owens.
Yeah, they call me G. Owens.
Yeah, it reminds me.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, his vocal presence on that track, also the stuff that he says, it's like, man, the stories in the fire.
Yeah. Alright.
Let's jump into this right quick. Gotta handle a couple things here in the studio. We'll be back. We chopping it up, man. We got Rey Resurreccion in town. Lucky enough to talk to him over the airwaves right here in KSJS. Yes. Keep it live. It's 90.5 FM KSJS.
I said we gon' be alright, right? Never let them dim your light, you gotta shine bright. We keep it quiet, fighting through these dark times. Lost looking for a diamond in the coal mine. Never let them see me fall, what that look like. I take it down like a G and keep it moving right. Resurrection is what's here, you gotta shine for. Start a day, hella early, gotta grind for. Tell me when the time is. Reverse it, you make your dreams and rewind it. Write it down and manifest and be reminded. Let it fester in your mind, that's designed to keep you down, but that's what I did. I thought I'd never bounce back like a boulevard.
But how long are you here for, bro? We probably gonna talk about that over
I leave tomorrow morning. Right out.
Life's a place, stick around, the curtain call, man, and take a bow for him. It's my homie,
probably ask you more about your experience in New York,
Stuck in the system, man, it's crazy how
like
the game goes.
recording and some of the stuff.
You know, we from the peso to a giant, it's a small planet for a peso. Nothing but $1 in a dream, it wouldn't take long. Hustling like every single day without a day off.
But kind of running us through the new place of residence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking tight. All of it is tight. Today is already interesting.
Yeah, it's all good, dog.
You know, keeping it lit.
And if you're in this game, then it's sold and not told. And on this road called
That shit was crazy. That lady was fucking wild, bro.
She gonna wait till you leave, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna wait till you leave and come back. It seems like it might be an assignment of sorts, right? Like, just people start showing up and they demand something. She might be doing like 2 or something, you know?
You gotta let her extract it.
Sing it with me now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was wild, bro. I didn't even have a common sense for that shit, bro.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Kind of made me upset. I knew Kels was gonna slide. I kind of thought that was him.
Yeah. Oh, was that him calling the station?
That was him right here.
Yeah.
But he told me yesterday, hey bro, I need to come over here and do something.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's all right. It's funky time.
Yeah. Funky. Let's see. We don't have to talk all about, the seriousness. We can talk.
Yeah, whatever's good, dog.
Yeah.
Catching up. Appreciate you having me here.
Yeah. That was On Chrome from Rey Resurreccion and G. Owens off of Artists in the Pandemic. One of the more recent Rey Resurreccion albums, for sure. But yeah, bro. What's some of the coolest food in New York?
Coolest food. I mean, the Bay, San Jose, we still got the best tacos, burritos, and pho. You know what I mean? New York City, you get damn near anything else. Any kind of food is out there, man. So I've been trying new things. Like Himalayan Nepalese food. I've never really had the Tibetan food. Momos, those kind of things. Chicken over rice at the bodega, dog. You know what I'm saying?
At the bodega.
It's simple.
The bodega. What's the bodega?
So the bodega is like your little corner store in your neighborhood. Every neighborhood got a few bodegas. You can get anything there. They got hot food. You can get your chopped cheese. You can get bacon, egg, cheese. Get your chicken over rice. You can also buy, toilet paper or aspirin or some groceries. It's the little neighborhood spot. You know what I mean? So they all know who you are. You can go in there and charge your phone if you need to. You know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough. You know what I just thought about right now? So I definitely want to ask you some of the first differences that you notice between your time here in the Bay and then your time in New York. But the first thing that came up was fashion.
Yeah.
You've been there for more than a year now, right?
Yeah, almost 2 years.
Yeah. So when it gets cold, like let's just talk about the fashion out there.
Fashion is crazy. It's New York Fashion Week is huge. From all over the world come. You got all the top designers out there, and it just trickles down to just creative people expressing themselves. You know what I mean? 8 million people in New York City, so there's so many different styles. You know what I mean? I feel like I still kind of dress the same. I just dress like an old man scared cholo. You feel me?
Got the socks pulled up.
Still.
Yeah.
Workwear and those kind of things. But you know, out there, there's so many different things, and it's very forward thinking. Some of it's kind of out there. Some of it is bringing stuff back. I noticed, you know, the late '90s, early 2000s style is coming back.
I noticed that too, bro. It's like, man, we get to be cool again with
You know
the
what I'm saying?
same stuff. If you held on to it, it's still fly.
Yeah, like in New York City, like, you know, like, I don't know how it is out here now, but like skinny jeans is kind of, you know, you're kind of a square if you're wearing skinny jeans now. You know what I mean? And I remember that was like the thing, was like you were like watched if you were wearing baggy pants and you weren't wearing like more skinny form-fitting jeans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's interesting. That's hella interesting because I remember being mad before I got a pair of skinny jeans. Like, man, bro, this wasn't even. You sure this cool? Like, if you
I couldn't do it. I never did it.
I had a couple of pair, man.
Yeah, no shame in the game.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm glad that baggy is back cool. Man.
You know. Yeah, I can't do the Jinkos, the you know, super baggy. You know.
Oh yeah, like the G-Unit style.
Yeah, I can't do that. Maybe some 501s, maybe. You know, some Levi's, but.
Yeah.
It's cool that, you know, it's cool seeing different styles as well. And then there's also like the classic old school New York City, you know, Puerto Rican dude with the white beater and the do-rag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tim's on with shorts. You know, like the real New York City kind of stereotypes that you hear about still exist for sure. You know, sweat shorts with Tim's on.
Sweat shorts.
You know what I mean?
Tim's
go tough out there, even in the summertime, folks be wearing them. You know what I mean?
The boots, you don't want to get hit with one of those.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit with some Timbs.
No. But let's see. Another thing that I think is interesting that might be different. How did you take your first winter in New York? Was it rough?
It wasn't too bad. I mean, you definitely got to layer up. You know what I mean? You got to wear your long johns, your side, boots. You know what I'm saying? If you're layered up, it's cool. You know, in the city, it is pretty built for it. Everyone's used to it. Life is continuing to happen even when it snows. People are still walking, taking the subway, taking the bus. You know what I mean? The tough part is you're all bundled up and comfortable being outside to walk. You got all your layers on. And then you go into the store, you go inside, and it's hella hot. You gotta take everything off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you gotta put it back on when you go out. But a lot of apartments out there have like a radiator, which a little heater for the whole building, so it just keeps the building hot at a certain temperature. Sometimes a little too hot. But it's built for it. You know what I mean? It's hella cold though for a California boy. It's hella cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like my second winter was a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how this winter is. People say it's gonna be cold. So
bone cold. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we had like 19-degree days and like 11-degree days. Constantly in like the high 20s. You know, through the winter time. And when it snows outside, I be putting drinks outside because I have a patio right outside my room. So when it be snowing, I just shove a bunch of drinks in there. I don't have to go out to the kitchen. I just go out here.
Hey, yeah, that's tight. I can picture it.
Yeah.
Painting pictures. But yeah, I got handled a couple of things here in the studio. This has been an eventful morning. We got Rey Rez in the building. He's only been in town for a couple days, and he's going to be in town for less than 48 more hours.
Yeah, I'll be tomorrow, man.
Hey, bro, actually, you came here in the summer and you're leaving in the fall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the winter solstice, right?
Yeah.
Or the fall, what is it?
Yeah.
What is that called? Equinox?
Equinox.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's handle some things here in the studio. Keep it locked right here on 90.5 FM KSJS. Hey. We got Rey Rez in the building.
Alright. That's a cool little fact.
We posted up, chilling, in the cut. Yeah, the mic's on. We got Rey Rez in the building, man. He's fresh off of his, his performance at Music in the Park. So, when you come home, bro, is there a certain like a list of absolutely must-do things here?
Yeah, but it's a lot, man. I don't always get to do everything I want to do. You know, like when I landed, first thing I landed at like 11 or 12 at night on Thursday. Went straight to Iguanas. Got a couple tacos. Got some corn sauce. You know, a list of places I would love to eat at. You know what I mean? I miss Lucky Lau. I've been pulling up to Phil's. I wish I could pull up to Roy's. I'm just not in the area. I went to High Five Pizza in the South Side. A place I used to eat at a lot when I was staying out there. Man, just the food, you know. I'm trying to get my Eduardo's burrito up in the West Side. Love to get some Vietnamese food. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Have you pulled up and labbed with anybody since you?
I haven't, and you know, I haven't had the opportunity to. I did a little bit with Dali Amadeus. I was in a lab with him. I was also in a lab with my homie Kenny Nishikawa and Akari, working on some new music with them. Dope singer coming out of San Jose. But man, not as much as I would like to. Man, I would love to be able just to come out here just to be able to lab with people. I feel like every time I come into town, it's so quick. You know, it's hard to. Everyone has lives and all that, so it's hard to like organize and you know, to get people together sometimes. So I would love to have a trip just to make some music, dog. You know what I mean? Get some music, make some music, and get creative with folks.
Yeah, that's dope. I did hear a couple things though. You got that orange sauce, right?
Yeah, boy. The Iguanas orange sauce, though. That's my shit. Yeah.
Hey, big shout out to Iguanas. Speaking of Iguanas, I remember that event they threw like right when people started coming back outside. I want to say
it was a show in the back.
Yeah, in the back.
That was my last San Jose show. Yeah, I did DJ Quick like.
At the Ritz.
No, DJ Quick was at Branham Lounge. Yeah, shout out Branham Lounge, man. You know, it's a cool little dive bar, a little more than a dive bar, but it's right out there in the South Side, man. And they're all the way out there, and they're putting on a lot of shows more than some spots out here downtown. You know what I mean? They're bringing a lot of outside talent and people into San Jose. You know what I mean? And having San Jose artists open up for them, which is super dope.
Yeah, I think also it's hella cool that all these places are like starting to use their venues to put on for the people.
Yeah.
It's like a big resurgence of like creative arts. Like I've seen like collaborative events between different types of creatives, and it's pretty tight, man. Or maybe artists in places that you wouldn't expect an artist-based event.
You need that. You know, artists need a place to share their art. You know what I mean? Whether it's music or visual art. A bunch of places besides Branham Lounge, like what you guys are doing with the Loft. You know, and a lot of, being from San Jose, like what we used to do was have stuff in like warehouses or like in clothing, in our friend's clothing store, you know what I mean? I used to perform in Kukui and Greasy Excursion Warehouse, Collab magazine, like, you just kind of do what you gotta do to share your art, you know what I mean? If the venues ain't putting you on, just throw your own show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or collaborate with your friends who do clothing. That was a big part of my come up. Was I linked up with Kukui and they were so gracious to like design a shirt and paid for my mixtape to come out. You know what I mean? Same thing with Collab magazine. We did a collaborative album. Greasy Excursion. We did a collaborative album in a whole entire season of t-shirt line. And using my vehicle as music as a way to get their clothes out, and then they use their avenues as a clothing company to support me. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody tuned in right now, I hope you was paying attention. That's a little bit of game right there.
But you know, there's a whole new generation of folks doing it. You know, you got Jubo in there.
Yeah. Big shout out to Jubo, man. And Cold Water out in Japantown.
Yeah.
They are tight, man. Big shout out to Jubo.
Yeah, for sure they're doing it. They're carrying on tradition and also doing it their own way, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? Three brothers out here, three Filipino boys out here, man, just doing it. You know what I mean? And Kakuli is still right down the street. You know, they've been around holding it down tough. You know, through the storm. You know what I mean? We got Hotheads, dope ass hat company out here in San Jose. You know, there's a lot, man. There's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. And I've also seen Jubo specific. I know him. I'm just getting familiarized with the other ones that you have mentioned. I know Kukui too.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see when they pay homage to some of the brands or people that came before. I've seen them give a nod to Breezy Excursion. I thought that was like just hella tight.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, you know. This stuff don't come from nowhere. You know, even me, there was a scene before, me. There's a bunch of cats. You know what I mean? Stone's Throw now. Wolf and the Bangers put me on. The first time I performed music as a part was with the Bangers. You know what I mean?
2011.
2011. You know, shout out Cutso, shout out Weezmatic, shout out Golden Child, Bangers Crew, G-Rex, DJ Replay. Those guys are iconic, man. They make all the music for the Jabberwockies. You know what I mean? And they used to win all the DJ battles back in the day. All gone on to do amazing things in their careers. You know what I mean? DJ Replay got Grammys, dog. Like, people don't know. Some folks from San Jose got Grammys.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
we're gonna try to get you a Grammy, man.
I need me a Grammy, dog.
Yeah, we gonna call that out, man. Let's get Rey Resurreccion a Grammy.
You know?
But let's see, because we're getting closer to the time to wrap it up. Let's talk a little bit about the future. Some of the things that you were excited about, or maybe some collaborations. You got an album in the works?
I loosely have an album in the works. I've really just been taking my time, moving to a new place, and just soaking up life, man. You know what I mean? So there's loosely an album in the works. I'm always writing. I'm always working on stuff. But I haven't been in album mode yet. I'm itching up to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta take care of some other things before I can really have the headspace to do that. But in the meantime, I've been working with Dali Amadeus real tough to drop 2 albums, Keep Smiling, Everything Must Go. Those are all on streaming platforms now. And we got his third album that we're working on right now. So I'm doing all the beats, he's doing all the raps, we got some dope features. We got another joint with Equipto that I just got back. Work on that when I get back to New York City. Working with the homie Chris Kang, he's from San Francisco. He is living in New York City as well. He's in Harlem, so we've been building. Working with Kari, dope singer from San Jose. Came in Chicago. I'm working at Mello, still doing stuff out here.
Yeah. Big shout out to Aunt Mello, man.
Yeah. Man, I'm excited about just life, man. You know what I mean? Excited about things I haven't done and meeting people I haven't met, creating things I haven't even thought of yet. Excited to see San Jose come back and come up. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a new energy and a new resurgence, post-pandemic. Everything's shutting down. Drove through San Jose on Thursday night. It was so dead. Everything was closed. It was only like 11 or 12. And Thursday night used to be, it's College Friday, you know what I mean? It used to be the busiest night in San Jose. It was crazy. Every block used to be something going on. And I don't know what it is and what it's going to take, but I do feel like creatively, the creatives are, they're doing, Alex Nobody, these fools, San Jose Shooters, these guys are doing stuff, putting on these art shows, getting people together, you know what I'm saying? And artists, more and more rappers are doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Mama Ken, Upswell's putting on the open mic at Mama Ken. Everybody Soul, they're still doing their thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's great for me to be all the way in New York City and I can still get on Instagram and see stuff happening in San Jose. Right. So, Japantown folks. I'm excited to see that, and for myself, I'm just excited for whatever the universe and the rest of it.
Yeah. And speaking of collaborations with Dali Amadeus and working on album 3 with him, one of my favorite tracks off of Everything Must Go is a track that I have lined up right here, and it's looking like this might be the last song of the hour before I get the boot, and I gotta talk to this lady who busted in.
She's still out there.
She might be. Hey, big shout out, man. This is Monday. This is the first Monday.
Bless her heart, man. She is, a little frantic.
Time. But this Fake Trees song is definitely one of my favorite songs off of the new album from Dali Amadeus. Everything Must Go. I like the storytelling, I like the beat, and like the contracts between different artists on the track.
Yeah, shout out Nash Blue.
Yeah. But shoot, where can we find your music and where can we find you? What's the website? Let's plug right quick.
ReyRes.com. I'm on social media, Rey Resurreccion, and on streaming platforms, YouTube, all that, man. Rey Resurreccion.
Yeah, and I gotta say thank you for making the time. I know time is very when the trip is short and to the point. I appreciate you coming through, chopping it up with me, bringing yourself and your energy and this dope conversation to the Stop Dropping Low show. Be tight to keep up with you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having me. I feel like every time I'm in town, we at least tapped in. So I appreciate it. It's been a while. Shout out San Jose Car, man. He be sending me texts of you playing my stuff. You know what I mean?
Keeping it lit, bro.
Yeah, man, I love that dude so much, man. He's great. San Jose Car was doing crazy things for the city, supporting a lot of artists, putting artists on, connecting people. Wise man right there, he be kicking me some games, so love you, bro.
Yeah, he tuned in from Vegas right now.
Hey.
We got listeners probably New York, Vegas. Yeah, we nationwide. We might be worldwide, baby.
International, baby.
And we called out the Grammy, so hey, today, I don't know if you said that out loud before, but we said it today, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And this last song of the Stop Dropping Low show this morning is titled Fake Trees.
Shout out, Dali.
Yeah. Peace. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in.
Boy, appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Hey, I'm actually kind of glad for the introduction. It's like,
to the city off the Lansing one terrific team.
Something to talk about.
Fancy bag
It's
game
only
is how
one
they try
today.
to play you. I put the nugget on and turn it purple like it's grape juice. Good thing I got the pack from back home coming. You know the good homie.
Alright, that's a wrap. Shout out.
From places out of town to speak. And I'm a stranger, but they show me love, so